It's really kind of old school judo in a sense because it's a standing udigarami, but we certainly use it in Shingitai Jiu-Jitsu as part of our deal. And again, we call it the clamp because of Chris and Larry Lean had that clamp program for so long, teaching police defensive tactics. And this is where you're one of their instructors and know this quite well.
Down for self-defense has a lot of advantages. You know, it just puts them in a position of disadvantage, and then if we can see and control the hands and all that, then all the better.
Hey, and guys, from a historic note from Jiu-Jitsu and old school judo, osai komi, to immobilize or to restrain, you know, to put into an immobilization in self-defense Jiu-Jitsu up to the point when Kano developed judo, it was all belly down, just like you see here. The aomuki, what they call, or face up technique, like you see pins, hold downs, like osai komi, like in sport judo or sambo, that came along when Kano really made judo more of a sporting or a physical education activity and didn't stress as much self-defense. So this is pure hardcore self-defense.
I'm going to secure this same side grab wrist, and as I kind of step up, I want to pull this elbow just a little bit, kind of get his turning away from me just a little bit. I reach through and I grab my own wrist. I don't need thumbs here or anything like that, and I'm going to put this to the center of his back. My elbow is right on top of his shoulder, and I've got a pretty good position here. When I go to take him to the ground, I want to be able to do this really slow. I don't need to be able to do this fast. I'm going to come down on this knee right here, my left knee, and I just kind of sink. I'm sorry, go down on my right knee, and I stay really tight to him. All I need to do to finish this move, if I can just hold him here, that's fine. If I'm trying to control him, I can give him some commands like crush your ankles, bring your feet up off the ground or something like that. If I want to put the lock on, I just move in kind of this moon shape to his head, and I'm watching for him to tap. From a self-defense perspective, if his other hand is underneath him, that's a big thing. That may be a reason to put this lock on to kind of motivate him to get it out. When we see your hand, get your hand out. Make sure he doesn't have a weapon or something like that. Grab the wrist, drop him down, lock it up, sink down. Then you've got the hold here in the control. I'm watching that hand because it's not normal for it to be underneath him. That's a natural place for it. And then I can put the lock in to tell him whatever I want him to do. Okay? Anytime you're putting pain compliance on people like that, when you put a little pain on them, they get an adrenaline dump. So if you throttle it on and you don't throttle it off, they're going to start fighting you. Okay? Eventually, then they don't have any choice. So you have to be able to kind of step on the gas and feather the brakes every now and again too.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and give it a try. Practice. And again, like we were saying before, be ambidextrous on this, both right side and left side. So practice with equal skill. You never know which way you'll have to do this in a real situation. What we have here, YouTube viewers, is we've had some requests to do some self-defense, and this is good old-fashioned self-defense. I know when I was working community centers in the inner city of Kansas City, Missouri, I used this technique. My good friends Chris and Larry Lean, both Shingitai, very high-ranking black belts, developed these techniques, what they called the CLAMP program, C-L-A-M-P, for law enforcement officials, and it's good defensive tactics. And you can see Ken Jarnigan doing quite well there. Ken, you were a certified clamp instructor as well, weren't you? Yeah, a lot of you guys were, and so was Steve. I know that. So we've done this for a number of years in our jiu-jitsu program. And again, this is good old-fashioned self-defense jiu-jitsu, and also what we like to do is also have some compliance, in this case, pain compliance with finishing him out, but we're taking him to the ground for control. And you can do it for self-defense.
If, you know, another key point, if he's going to resist, he's probably going to try to turn towards me. Okay? So what's helping him do that a lot, go back on your belly, is the fact that he's looking at.
Right.
So if I get the control and I'm truly just trying to immobilize him here, that may be one thing I want him to do is look away from me, look away from me. Makes it a lot harder for him. I can pin that shoulder down to the ground. A lot harder for him to resist and kind of get away.
And this is Jake Phillips, everyone. He is a Kansas City, Missouri police officer, and a defensive tactics instructor, one of our high-ranking guys in Shingitai Jiu-Jitsu, working with Eric Millsap, another one of our instructors in Shingitai.